I think there's been a lot of momentum for the program. I think that there's great confidence that comes with past successes, but there's also a lot of work done, behind the scenes that have now had to be kind of projected forward to make us a tougher team, because now we're going to be playing a little bit more with a target on our back. I think that we've been identified as a very strong program in the past, but obviously having the ultimate victory that we did last year changes a little bit about the way that teams play us, just as it has for other teams that have won the championships within our league. And I think that understanding how to manage expectations, understanding how to become champions on and off the field are all things that we're going to strive for year in and year out, even if we don't win a national championship. And I think that those are things that have just been markers within our program that we've tried to attain. And so we're going to keep progressing in that manner, and we're going to keep focused on the little things that make us what we are. I think when you're faced with tragedy, I think that there's no right way or wrong way to handle it. I think that the hardest thing that we've had to deal with is the unknown. There's a tragic loss, and Dallas was a huge part of our program, personality-wise, character-wise, great student, and just a great young man, and fun to be around. And so I think when you lose a piece of your family, there's a challenge to fill that void. And I think that because we've been bonded and we have a relationship-based team, that they understand that they need each other more. And so probably my biggest fear had been about the isolation of, we were over Christmas break at the time when he tragically passed. But I think that part of the bond was seeing how strong his family was, seeing how the courage it took for his dad to get up and speak at his service. The way the affection that Dallas had for our program and our really for his teammates is something that I think that we all hold on to. And we're all proud to be Dallas Strong. And I think being Dallas Strong has to do with a very humble way in that he went around his business. And I think that our guys have adopted a little bit more of Dallas. And I think that one of the great things that I heard one of our former players say, which is Devin Raftery, was that he'd been Dallas Strong his whole life. He just didn't know it until, I guess the awareness was raised. And so, for a family that's hurting, for a family that we are, I think that our focus has to be on building each other up daily. And I think part of grieving is that we don't know when or where it's going to hit us. But by facing it together, I think that we're stronger, and I think that we have a great chance of coming out on a really positive side of this, and using this to honor Dallas and the life and legacy that he's going to leave behind in our program. I think that Brandon Gomez obviously leads the lineup, coming back, but the fact that we are able to return so many starters is a very exciting thing for us offensively. We return our diamond within the diamond, which is starting catcher, 2 middle infielders, and a center fielder. So I think that that's a huge advantage for us, and they have veteran leaderships, and they're winners, like that they all have exhibited. I think that also a huge asset to us is bringing Jake Anchia back, who you're going to see a lot more of him in different roles. Obviously, behind the plate, him and Michael Hernandez share the duties, but his bat being in the lineup, I think, is a big part of our future. So very excited about that. And on the mound, I think that we have some great internal program guys that have developed, and especially when you think about like Matt Hardy, Cameron Churchill. But I think the guy that is going to be the unsung hero of the returners is going to be Josh Glick, which coming back from injury, he missed last year. He was with us in the championship run, but he, unable to participate. I think that seeing him back on the mound, I think that he's going to provide a huge depth to the back end of the bullpen, experience, his just presence. So I'm really excited about the returners. I think that we have a great shot at being a contender just based on those that core. And then as far as the newcomers come, I'm really excited about Jeremy Vasquez, who transferred in, is just an awesome character guy who really, really understands what we're about and has, I think, blossomed in our philosophy and in our process. And then on the mound we have guys like Derek Beaupre, we have Devin Meyer, who I believe are going to be impact arms for us. So the future is very bright, I think, for Nova Southeastern baseball, and we're going to need all the things that come with winning, which is execution, which is confidence, and sometimes a little luck. So I'm pretty excited about this group, and there's a lot of work to do. And last year's success is a part of our story for this year, but at the end of the day, we got to execute each day. So I'm excited, and I can't wait to get back to work.